Man, my man TG, Terence Garvin is in the building.
Man, my locker mate.
Come on, man, from the beginning, bro.
Tell these boys, bro.
Man.
A1, play one, bro.
Straight
Come
like
on.
that, man. For those that don't know, man, this is Terence Garvin, former linebacker of the Pittsburgh Steelers, teammate of mine, locker mate. He saw me from the beginning all the way to the glory land, the promised land at the end of this thing, man. West Virginia University alum. My co-host Deke is absolutely gonna love that.
Hey, man, salute West V. You know what I mean? No matter what, West V versus everybody.
Nah.
Hey, not to take over, but you know I'm a Maryland guy, man. I'm from the state of Maryland.
True.
Not to go into it, but that was a tough loss for my guys last weekend, man. Like, we lost to Maryland on a big rivalry game, big recruiting rivalry game. So, you know, man, I'm feeling that a little bit, man.
I bet. And I know y'all got a big one coming up, not next week, but in 2 weeks. We
got Virginia Tech. We'll talk about it. Yes, sir.
But look, man, first off, bro, we got to first talk about this TJ Watt situation.
Ooh.
Like how's this thing play out, man? Is he gonna get this deal done? How do you see it happening, man?
So he practiced today, right?
Yeah, that's what they're saying. Yeah,
that's big to me. I think he gets it done. TJ Watt's a top 5 player in the league, top 100 player ranking, but top 5 player in the league, man. You know what I mean? At least let me say it like this: the NFL right now is about rushing the passer and affecting the passer. So. Yeah, so you know what I mean. You can never pass on a rushing the passer type guy, man. You know what I mean? Like that TJ, you don't find TJ Watts every now and then. You feel me? So it's like I'm an advocate. You gotta give him what he wants, and you gotta let him. You can't let something like that get upset. You can't let something like that walk out of your building. You know what I mean? So it's like. I think they just got to figure it out. I don't know the money situation. You know what I mean? One thing about the NFL and one thing about this league, and you know, fans don't understand, this thing is a business.
It
you know
is,
what I mean?
though. It definitely is.
We all out here individually have our own businesses, so you got to look at it like this is a business. So can you afford that? You know what I mean? I know Minka's coming up. I know you got a couple people coming up. So it's like, or maybe they thinking we can't afford that, or I don't know what they're thinking, but I just don't think you upset a TJ Watt. You know what I mean? Right. You don't find those every now and then.
Now, we know the number, that 100 million plus guarantees or 30 per year average.
That's nice.
That's
QB numbers, bro.
It is.
It's quarterback numbers, bro. You know what I mean? That's the guy that's going to be there for the next 10 years. So, like, hear me when I say on the business aspect, and this might sound crazy, I understand. You know what I mean? Like, we all individually have little ways we look at business, but it's like you're committing to somebody 100 million, you're committing to somebody 30 million. You're basically saying like, I want to get married to you. Like you're my wife. Like I'm with you forever.
I love you.
I love you. You know what I mean? I don't like you. I love you.
Yeah.
So
that's a fact. That is definitely a fact right there, man. What you got?
100 million is a lot of money, but I mean, I can only say like, I believe in pass rush. You know what I mean? I think that defense is a top 5 defense in the league this year, but I think TJ Watt makes that a top 5 defense. I think without TJ Watt, you go back to basics. You know what I mean? You just lost a Bud Dupree last year. You're already trying to replace that. You really don't want to have an upset TJ Watt, from my opinion. You know what I mean? You want him to be happy. You want him to get to the quarterback. You want to win some games. You know what I mean? Defense is your strength. Defense is the strength of the team. So it's like, come on.
Now, Terence, this is Deke.
What's good, man? What's Deke?
What's up? No.
Oh, okay.
No. It's hell to pit out here. What made the Steelers different? You had a few stops in the NFL. Yeah. Could you compare and contrast between the Steelers and some of the other organizations? Like, what stood out to you being part of our organization?
I mean, it's crazy to say, bro. The Steelers it's just a real organization. You know what I mean? I feel like you hear it different places, but it's just pure. It's just real. Like, it's nowhere else you're going to see the owner in there. You're even going to see the owner. You know what I mean? Like, you mess around and see the owner in there working out. So it's like, that's different. You know what I mean? You mess around, like, you got a head coach that's really...
That's the Rooney over there doing that yoga.
He doing the yoga. He on the bike.
Oh
you know what I mean?
gosh.
Like, where else do you see an owner in the building?
Seriously, man.
So that tell you everything you need to know. On top of that, it's like you got a head coach. Like, not only, I mean, you know what I mean? Like, not only is he a real one, he's a solid one, but he's telling you what it really, really is. Like, you don't feel like you're getting talked behind your back. You don't feel like you're getting anything. You're getting told what it is. Like, he's telling you you're on practice squad and this is why. Mm-hmm. He's telling you you're not going to dress this week and this is why. He's telling you you're inactive. He's just telling you what it is. So it's like, I mean, you just don't find that in the league. Like, that's different. You know what I mean? I've been to different places, and not to knock anybody else, but I just feel like, just for me personally, he and they in the organization just fit what I personally believe in, what I accept, what I'm thankful for. Like, they just were real to me at all times. They just told me what it was, and that's what it was going to be. You know what I mean? Like, they really always tell you, we don't care where we got you from. We don't care what it is. This is what it is. It's a lot of places, as crazy as it might sound, we care where we got you from. We care what it we care what it is. So it's a business. Like, I tell people, and I don't think people truly understand. And I didn't understand when I first came in there, but the NFL is a business. It's a business. It's like running a Fortune 500. It's no different than running a company. It's a business. And you're looking for the best way to run your business, whether it's financially, business, you're trying to run a business.
Hey, so T, talk about a little bit, man, when we were speaking on that realness part, man. 2 dogs, 1 bone.
2 dogs, 1 bone.
Just explain that.
I never forget, bro, and not drop names, but Isaiah P, that's one of my brothers. He was in there, and Fitz was in there. Call him Fitz. What's it? You remember?
Toussaint. Yeah, the running back.
Toussaint. He went to Michigan.
Deke's face just dropped, man. Come on, man. You can't bring his name up. Yeah.
Come on, bro. Le'Veon had just got hurt.
Broncos,
and he came in there, and he went on the big board. This is in front of the whole team. This is no secrets. And he said, I got 2 dogs, 1 bone. I got a running back, and I got a running back. I brought one in. I got my running back from practice squad. One of y'all will be my starting running back this week. One of y'all will not be in the building this week. But this is what it is. I can't keep everybody. Like, it's just so raw, so real, but it make you appreciate it to you. Like, all right, I know I go out here and go to work. I'm going to get a job this week. You know what I mean?
Absolutely, man.
It's you won't get that other place, but you don't appreciate that. It's almost like the grass isn't greener on the other side. If you didn't know, you won't know. You know what I mean? So in having that be my first organization, my birthplace, it almost made me feel like that was the norm. But that's truly not the norm. Pittsburgh's truly a special place to be. So I mean, it's just different. You got to think it's only been 3 coaches. You know what I mean? That's different. You don't see that consistency, stability. It's different.
That was before the AFC divisional game against the Broncos.
Yeah.
Man, hey, we were supposed to go to the Super Bowl this year. Side note,
bro. I say that every time. I promise I do, bro.
We were supposed to go to the Super Bowl that year, bro.
I promise I say that, bro. That was oh my, bro. I say that year, and then I say when Shea got hurt. Those are the 2 years I thought we had that was our rosters, man.
Okay, would have changed people's lives, bro.
Absolutely, man.
Who would have thought
been different, man?
Who would have thought Isaiah P could have been a better choice?
Did you hear? Bro, true story. And I know it's storytelling, but remember, if you remember the game, bro, it was 3-3, go all the way through. We had a defensive slug or not. Yep. We had a fumble. The boy Roby punched it out. Great play. And I remember Peyton did this play where he was in the backfield, the legendary Peyton, and he like slid, bro.
It was a sack. I don't want to hear it. It was a sack, bro.
It was a sack, bro. And he slid, got up and threw it. They went for 80 yards and ended up beating us that day. Bro, sick, bro.
Absolutely.
Hey, sick,
to this
bro.
day.
We supposed to go to the Super Bowl that year, bro.
To this day, bro. Man, so we recently signed a cornerback that you played with, man. I believe this was in San Francisco. Ahkello Witherspoon, man. Talk a little bit about him, man. Because I know you shared a locker room with him. You saw him on the practice field. We watch him game tape, but I know you could give us a little bit better, report on him, breakdown on him, man. So what's your thoughts on Ahkello, man?
I'm interested to see how he fits in the locker room. I'm interested to see how he fits with the team. You know what I mean? I always say a West Coast guy and an East Coast guy are different guys.
They are.
What I mean? So it's
they definitely are.
Guy. Yeah, and it's a different program. He comes from, in a sense, of San Francisco, Colorado. So it's like I definitely think he's a good guy. I'm excited to see him get with the team. I'm excited to see how he can compete. He's a tall corner. He's long. So, I mean, that could help him in the system. But I'm just excited to see how he meshes with the team. You know what I mean? You got to think like I just said, this Pittsburgh team is different in the sense of it's dogs in there. It's dogs from the head coach.
It's a cutthroat atmosphere, to say the least.
To the equipment manager, it's dogs in there. You know what I mean? So
they'll hit you with you haven't earned these shorts just yet. go to the used pile. Like, what?
Come on. You don't need no tight shit. What you doing?
You have to earn that. Yo.
I say that to say I'm excited to see how he meshes with that. Yeah. You know what I mean? Everybody doesn't mesh well with that. But I'm excited to see how he personally meshes with that. From my time I had with him, you know what I mean? You can tell he competes. You know what I mean? He's got great size. He's got great size. He's got length. He's a competitor. So it's like, well, I'm just excited to see how he competes. That's really my process with him. Like I want to see him compete. I hope he does well. They could definitely use it. If he does well, it benefits everybody. You know what I mean? So I would love to see him do well in there.
Now, you used to be teammates with this guy, Lev Bell. He just signed with the Ravens. You think he still has it? I actually think he does. I thought that was a good move by the Ravens, unfortunately. But
I mean, you gotta understand, I'm an L Bell day one guy. You know what I mean? Like I was in L Bell. We used to go to each other's houses type thing. So I'm never gonna say I don't believe. I seen L Bell watch film. We used to watch film together, and he used to just break stuff down to me. And the way his brain works, I just always will believe in L Bell. You know what I mean? Like personally, like I've seen how the brain works. I've seen his body structure. He boxes every day. He works out. He stays in shape. He prides himself on that. So, I mean, I'm excited to see. He got a different line up there. One thing about Pittsburgh, he had a special line out here. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? It's not every day you get a Pouncey, you get a DeCastro or Ramon. Like those are special guys, especially in the run game. You know what I mean? That center guard that makes the run game. So he had a special group in there. So it's like that patient style doesn't fit with everybody. You know what I mean? He's super patient. So you got to have people who's really in there moving people for that style to work. But I mean, he's coming back to the AFC North. You can never count him out with that AFC North.
He was a dog in the AFC North.
Yeah, he's coming back to the AFC North. He done tortured Cincy for years. He done tortured Cleveland for years. It's like,
you know what he did to Baltimore. Sheesh.
You know what I mean? So you can't never count him out. I mean, I'm sure he's gonna have a chip on his shoulder. You know what I mean? You got to think he got a couple I don't know his total amount of touches last year, but he should be relatively fresh. You know what I mean? So yeah, you got a hungry, fresh Le'Veon Bell. That could be a scary thing. You know what I mean? So
I like that.
I know he's excited for Pittsburgh. I know Pittsburgh's excited for him.
Oh, so you already know they are.
I just want him to get. I be real. I pray he gets there healthy. I want him to get there healthy and whole, and I want to see it. I love it.
Healthy L Bell.
A healthy L Bell coming back to see Pittsburgh and Coach Tomlin. Ooh.
My man Deke is over here. We're both conflicted because we are L Bell guys. We love when he is raw, when he's doing his thing. But we're like, bruh, you can't do it against us. You in Baltimore, like,
Nah, 10 rushes, 20 yards.
When Two-Six get a first down and he dropped that
Come
thing.
on, son, don't do that in Pittsburgh. No, bro. We just see the ball drop. Oh, man.
The ball drop the mic. Baby. That's a first.
Come on,
Keep
baby.
Moving. It ain't nothing like it. It ain't nothing.
Yeah, see, we don't need none of that. He don't need to do that and do it everywhere else except when you play the Steelers twice and he'll be good.
I say they turn the renegade on first play of the game when they see him. Like turn it up.
Message, you play. Nasty.
Yeah, we're here.
Let them know right now what the energy is in the building, man.
Let them know the energy is here. Don't let that be like because it's in December. So that might be,
they got the 425. Yeah, that's gonna be one of them crossover.
Yeah, that might be to get into the playoffs. Yeah, you know what I mean? Yeah. Like so. I just want him to be healthy, and I want to see. That's better than Jake Paul. It's better than.
That's what cool, bro. All right, so talking a little Steelers and Bills, baby. Steelers and Bills. How you feeling about this matchup, man? What you like about this team, man?
It's a week one matchup. You know what I mean? What Coach Tomlin say? Anytime the Steelers are in it,
you know what
Steelers are in it. It's a main event. So,
already.
You know what I mean? I'll be real. I'm excited to see that offense. You know what I mean? It's the first time we really get to see that offense all the way through. We get to see Najee 21 carries. You know what I mean? We get to see Ben really drop back and throw. We see the new elbow, the new arm. We've got a little glimpse of it, but it's no holding back now. It's game one. It's week one. So, I mean, we get to see what this is a new offense. You know what I mean? So we get to really see how they're going to go about it. Can they put points up? You know what I mean? Buffalo's a good team.
Yeah.
Buffalo's a good team. Like, that's coming back. They're bringing a lot back, and they're bringing confidence back. They got a quarterback. They just paid this quarterback. He's going to be confident. He's going to be on his ones and twos. You know what I mean? You don't got nothing to lose. You just go out there and let it fly. So it's like, that's going to be a good team. That's going to tell a lot about Pittsburgh first quarter. Like, the measuring rod is here. You know what I mean? We get to see how they compete, how they come out. We get to see that offense. Let's see that defense. You know what I mean? Let's see how these linebackers cover. You feel me? They got some good receivers in there. They got weapons in there. So we get to see these boys against weapons. So it's like, it'll be a good game. It should be a good game. It should be a good game. Like, it's a great opening game. You know
I'm mad
it's
at 1 o'clock. That's my issue, man. Yeah.
It should be an 8 o'clock
game, man.
Yeah, this is supposed to be a night game. This supposed to be a night game. You're supposed to catch this at night, and let's set it off first quarter. But I mean, either way, we don't have to wait on it. You know what I mean? And that's an advantage for Pittsburgh to me, because it's like, you got to think Buffalo's coming from different atmosphere. Like, Buffalo's never just a Pittsburgh atmosphere,
right?
You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
You got to think, no fans in there last year. So to get a stadium with fans in there, that could be a shock a little bit. It's just
Steelers fans travel. That's a quick trip. That's 3 hours. They gonna be out there. Steelers Nation gonna be there.
One thing I say about Steelers Nation, whether it's a home game or a away game, it's always a home game.
Always.
So it's like,
always.
It's always a home game. So I'm excited to see Steelers Nation come out. I'm excited to see Steelers Nation, how they turn up. You know what I mean? How they turn up, how they go about their business. I'm excited to see that offense. Hopefully a Steelers Nation jump through a table or two. You know what I mean? Yeah,
Deke might go through a table out there, man. He gonna be out there tailgating, getting it in,
some
man.
people are calling for it.
You gonna go through a table, bro?
I might.
It's what the people want, man. Got to give the people what they want, man.
Give the people what they. Hey, set the table on fire and go through the table, bro.
Yeah, the fire's where I draw the line. Fire is where I draw the line. No
like
way.
The Dudley boys.
Straight like that.
But I'm excited to see them. I want to see them compete. I love to see them. You know, every week is 1-0. Every week is the first game of the season. Every week's a playoff game. Every week counts. It's an AFC game. You know what I mean? So it counts. You know what I mean? Whether you look at it like that, it counts. Like, at the end of the day, it's going to be a dogfight in the AFC. It's some talent in that AFC. You know what I mean? So, let's see it. Let's put it on. Let's kick it off. Let's see it. 1 o'clock kickoff. Nameless gray faces. Ooh. Let's get at it.
Let's go.
Let's go.
And
Deke, they got some good corners in Buffalo, though. I will say that. They got some good corners in Buffalo. So they got a nice secondary. So
someone in the chat, though, just asked this, because the people in the chat been going crazy. They've been saying, yo, they love you, man. They loving how you sound. But they want to know who you think is going to be on Diggs in this game.
Who's going to be on Pittsburgh? They don't run that type of system.
I know.
It's not a system of who's going to be on who. You know what I mean? The system protects itself. You feel me? So a lot of fire zone. I know Coach Tomlin loves that too. He's gonna protect his corners against Diggs. You got to think Diggs led the league in catches last year. We know Diggs, like, not to say, but you know what I mean. We know Diggs. We know Diggs is a guy. You feel me? They got Emmanuel Sanders on the other side. Don't sleep. Like, that's
they loaded. They're definitely loaded, man.
You know what I mean? That's a guy. I think first and foremost is about stopping the run, though. I think that's the basis of football. I think you got to stop the run. I think you got to bring Josh Allen into a system where he got to sit back and throw the ball all game. And if you make him become I don't want to say it like that, but a quarterback, a pocket quarterback, a guy that's got to sit back, make him beat you. You know what I mean? I'm always into make him beat you, make the dealer beat you. So it's like, make him get back there and really let it sling, let it fly, and see if you can confuse him, see if you can blitz him. You know what I mean? I'm excited to see that blitz packages. You know what I mean? We get to see Joe in coverage. We get to see some people blitz a little bit. Let's see if he can get home a little bit, beat the backs. So it's like, let's see these outsides get home. Like, it's time. You know what I mean? It's time. We're here. Cam, take over. Like, lead these boys. Like, it's time. You know what I mean? We're here. We're here. We're here. I personally think skill wise, I think Buffalo is talented, but I think that front, I think Pittsburgh wins that up front battle, and I think that's where the game's won at. So it's like, I like Pittsburgh. I think they come out here and I think they punch them in the mouth and set the tone this weekend.
I was about to say, man, before we let you go, score prediction, what you got for us?
I like Pittsburgh. I'm a 28. I'm a 28-14. Pittsburgh scores at the end of the game, get them out of there, drive back the pit. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Like, take over the stadium.
Okay.
Yeah. Flags everywhere. I like 28-14. I like 28-21. Give me 28-21.
28-21. All right.
Give me 28-21. I don't think it's high scoring, but I think it's points scored. I think Pittsburgh gets out of there. I'm excited to see Najee run the ball.
I like it.
Let me see. It's time. You'll get your 21 touches. Remember, I said it today.
Hey, you did.
I got him for 21 touches. You go get your touches this week.
At least, right? Yeah.
21 touches. Steelers win 28-21.
Come on, 28-21. Najee got to touch it 21 times. I like Johnson to score. Like, that's just my predictions.
Okay.
That's what I like. I want, you know what I mean? He gets on this week. I think that's the breakout player of the year between me and you.
Who?
But
Deontay or Najee?
Deontay. I think I think that's sneaky the guy. I think he's gonna have a breakout year.
And he looks locked in, man.
I just watched how hard he worked this year. Yep. You know what I mean? Never forget. Like, I believe in the process. You feel me? I've watched him every day after practice. He's catching balls. He works hard. You can tell he won it. So I would love to see him be the breakout. But I personally, from a athlete standpoint, I would love to see him do well. You can tell he's put work in this summer. So I think he's gonna have a good year this year.
I like it, man. Well, shoot. You got anything else on your end?
No.
Hey, man, it was a blast, bro. Hey, but look, next time, man, we got to make sure you answer the first time, man, bro. I don't know how we had the mix up, bro. People thought that you won't hear. They was like, yo, you don't really know TG. Deke almost fell out before you called, bro. Like, literally, Deke, like, legit, like, fell over before you called. He was so sad. And then, yeah, man. So I'm glad that you were able to, be able to hit us back. We appreciate that.
I was concerned. I was truly concerned. You know what I mean? I was truly concerned. I'm excited for this weekend. I was excited to see what your take was. Did you give me a prediction yet?
That's coming later on. That's coming later. I can't drop it this early. Come on, I got it later on.
Like a mixtape. You can't get them to it this early.
Exactly. Come on now.
That thing warm. Okay.
But no, man, you already know, man. Major appreciation, bro. Always love you, man.
Appreciate you. Hey, go Ears to the end of the day. You know what I mean? Like, we still are who we are. Don't count us out. You feel me? We get a win next week.
Y'all gonna take over LIU Community College Technical School. Stop that, man.
We get that out the way. It don't matter who we play. We just gotta show up. Then we see Virginia Tech. We're back on road. So don't count us out yet.
Tech high now. Tech high. We're gonna do this again. We're gonna talk again before that Tech game. Just know. Don't put because Tech look real. Tech looked real the other day. So
we still are who we are. All my young boys come to West Virginia. We take care of you. Come on.
My dog, man. My dog. All right, bro. I'm gonna holler at you, man.
All right, bro.
Appreciate you again, bro.
All right, peace, bro.
You know the homies at Manscaped, because I was talking about manscaping earlier, right? It makes our balls more dynamic. Aerodynamic. I mean, they just fly in and out smooth. All right. That's how they roll. So that's the thing. That's the beauty of Manscaped. All right. But then I was also thinking about how they are the leaders in below the waistline grooming. And I thought this was just for guys, but apparently it is actually for women as well, man. And women that have reviewed these products, especially that Lawnmower 4.0, they said that it's actually one of the best grooming utensils they've ever used before.
Oh, wow.
Safe, smooth. Absolutely. and they liked the light feature. So shout out to the light on the 4.0, all right? But more importantly, as we always say, when we're going to talk about something, we got to have either a code, a discount, a price drop, something. And today, ladies and gentlemen, we got the promo code, which is MOATS, just MOATS. Get you 20% off of your purchase along with free shipping worldwide, because I know y'all all over the place. We got, Norseman, South Africa, right? Everywhere, worldwide. Get your free shipping as well, all right? So definitely check them boys out over at Manscaped. And your delicate twins, they'll thank you.